Okay, so this is a test. I think that I have been recording for the last 10 minutes and I didn't realize. I'm just going to make sure that my Google Chrome is that you can see my Google Chrome. Okay, great. We are in action. So today what I'm going to be speaking to you about is how to create a really effective media list, one that is going to really get you the best results, and one that's also going to make your relationships thrive. So what a lot of PR professionals do is create long lists of media. You can buy them from databases like Talem. Margaret Gee was one that people used to use 10 years ago. And then they come up with an announcement and they send out a media release to the full list. Now, this is a really, really good way to piss off a really long list of influential people, because journalists are really busy, and when they see an email come from somebody they don't know, and it's about something they're not interested in, it makes them angry and they put it straight in the trash. So there are more effective ways of garnering attention from journalists, and it all starts with making sure that you're speaking to the right people. So this is what this lesson is about. So the first step that we're going to do is find journalists that are actually interested in our topic. It sounds straightforward, but you'd be surprised how many people try and pitch, food products to sports journalists or vice versa. It's very bizarre. Anyway, so if I am an Italian restaurant and my speciality is pasta, beautiful handmade pasta, then what I need to do is find journalists who enjoy talking about food, restaurants, and Italian cuisine. And luckily for us, we have Google. So that's all we do. We just go to Google, and I'm going to type in here, Italian, and you just go for it, be creative, Italian recipe Melbourne. Okay, and what we're going to do is go to the news section, and the reason we're doing this is so that we can see the websites which rank on Google News rather than just branded or corporate sites. So I'm going to news, and you can see here that just from that search, I've already got probably 7 different outlets that are actually interested in my topic and cover my product. So we're going to go to the first one, which is ABC Online, and we're going to have a look. RAF, okay. I haven't listened to his show in a long time, but we would need to just do our due diligence and make sure that he's still producing Drive. So I'm just going to make a note of that. So Drive with Raphael Epstein. So just bring up a workbook, type in the outlet, which is ABC Radio. Drive is the segment, and the journalist is Raphael Epstein. Okay, cool. Perfect. All right, so now I'm going to go back to Google. I'm going to have a look at the next one. Look at that broadsheet. Perfect. So, broadsheet, who wrote this? This looks like a restaurant listing. So if when you go to the article you can't see a byline from the journalist, what you can do is actually just go to the bottom of the website, and they'll have a little, usually an information page called Contact and About Us. So here you can see that we've got editorial inquiries. If you can't find the writer to contact, it's okay to pitch to the editor. So the editor in Melbourne is Katja, and look, they've even got her email address here. How perfect is that? So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to go back to my Excel spreadsheet and type in here broadsheet. have to apologise for my loud typing. It's one of the things that I'm known for, and not in a good way. Let's have a look at the section. Cafes. Okay, so it's under food and drink. So I'm going to type here food and drink. I'm going to type here not tasty. Catcher. And I'm going to make sure that when I'm doing my research, I'm triple checking that I've got the spelling of the name right. That's really important, and one of the things that can get you on a blacklist. Okay, so we're going to go to contact. Here we go. Oh, catcher. And if you're not, I always just play it safe and copy and paste the name, because then you can be sure that you've got the spelling right on. Okay. And because they've been so kind to put an email address, I'm going to copy that over as well. Because if they don't provide them, then you just have to call and obtain the email. Okay, so you're starting to get an idea of how you find writers and editors who write about your topic just by using Google. Super, super easy. Now, I recommend that you do this and you spend probably half an hour to an hour going through Google and finding the right outlets and the right editors or writers who cover your topic. And you might come up with 20 or 30. Have a look at the first page of Google. And then the next stage is to figure out how to prioritize the list.